Hey guys, Joel's coming at you with another reasoning session, and today I'm going to be talking about the army that Source is raising up in this time that's fighting for truth and justice.
Come now and let us reason together. Come now, we can talk it over.
But before I begin, I gotta say, if you like these videos, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more like content. I'm honestly making videos like this all the time, and despite what YouTube has been trying to do with shadow banning and all that other nonsense, they can't censor the truth. This message is getting out, and it is reaching the people who have ears to hear. But with that out of the way, I'm gonna jump straight into the text. Today's text comes again from the Oracles of Joel. I honestly can't get enough of this book. But we're going to talk about how he describes the nature of this army. He says in chapter 2, I'm just going to start at verse 1. Blow the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh comes, for it is nigh at hand. And again, Yahweh means cyclical justice, the circular God. What goes around comes around. Literally the embodiment of that divine justice. And he continues on saying, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and strong. There has not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. A fire devours before them, and behind them a flame burns. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. You know, this is describing the fervor of those of us that are really spreading the truth. Once we spread it, the land is completely changed. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devours the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. So we're literally like a whole army being raised up. Before their face the people shall be much pain, all faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his own ways, and they shall not break their ranks. So we all have a mission to do, and we're not going to be caught up in each other's manifestations. We're going to be focused in manifesting our own destiny, and because of that, we're going to be unstoppable as an army. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path. Again, talking about our own destiny. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. And that just goes to say that no matter what the enemy is throwing at us in this time, it can't hurt us because we're covered in the armor of God. And honestly, the dark side, they have no clue what's going on. They haven't prepared for this. No matter what they do, they can't counter the light. They can't counter the living logos, and they're running scared. They're honestly peeing their pants right now. And it's because we're rising up as this mighty force. Like Joel goes on to say, they shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief.
They rush up the city, they run on the wall. Great is the army that carries out his word. The Lord utters his voice. Listen, before his army. Can you hear it? The Lord utters his voice. Before his army. Blow the trumpet. Blow the trumpet in Zion, Zion. Sound the alarm in my holy mountain. Blow the trumpet in Zion, Zion. Sound the alarm.
You know, we're literally storming this edifice that the manipulators and the evil forces have built up over centuries and generations. We're storming in, we're leaving no stone unturned, and we're entering in through every entrance and making sure to clean out house. Like a thief, we're taking out all the trash. The earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, and the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And Yahweh, divine justice, shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong that executes his word. For the day of Yahweh is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? And I just want to add another passage from the oracles of Yirmiyahu. At the very end, he has an oracle against Babylon, and he says, Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will show no mercy. That means, you know what? We're not taking hostages. We're not going to let any of you guys go. We're cutting to the root and exposing this whole system for what it is. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses, every one put in array like a man to the battle, against you, O daughter of Babylon. And that's who we're fighting. We're fighting the evil forces that have been going on since the empire of Babylon. They've just come down through different kingdoms, but it's all the same empire, and it's coming down now. That's why the magnitude of what's going on right now is so intense. Like the prophet Joel said, has this ever been in your days or in the days of your fathers? This is an intense time, and it's only because Source is raising us up from the inside out that we're going to be able to step into our full calling and actually embody who we're here to be. Source is the one orchestrating this. It's not any individuals or any group of people. It's literally coming through from the highest dimension of all. And because of that, we're going to be able to step up and actually fulfill destiny in this time and manifest the dream lives that we knew we were deserving of all along, the utopias that we know we've come here to live in, because we didn't come here to be manipulated or to be thrown around or to be lied to spend our lives living out in fear of, whatever's around the corner. We are here to literally be who we've come here to be. And it's in stepping into that embodiment that we're actually going to be able to see the world change. So stay optimistic, stay strong. Like Joel says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. And that's just saying that this circle of divine justice is closing, and we are going to see it manifest in our own time. Literally insane things happening in this time. This is literally the best time to be alive in history, so far at least. So let's step up and let's not miss this opportunity. Let's really be who we've been called to be by Source, and not by whatever the world is telling us or our egos are figuring out. Let Source direct you into that vision, and like a new wave crashing on the shore, we are going to see a new era come into fruition. So I love you guys. I'll check you in the next reasoning sesh. Joel signing out once again. Agape. Salaam. Namaste. Shalom. But with that out of the way,